3, 2, 1, go!
We are off here. Check that out. A volley coming in from your Blue Alliance robots and human players. But now it's Red's turn. McGuanago popping some up top as well as 537. Blue's not done yet. Here that comes that tiny machine, 4786. They're looking to strike back, but Red still got the advantage coming out of Autonomous. That means that it is going to be the Blue Alliance hub staying active first. Red here for these final 4 seconds, but then it's going to be blue on, red ready. Whoa, trying to launch some shots at me. Not quite. You'll have to try harder than that as the Blue Alliance looks like they heard me. Look at all those fuel getting launched into their hub. This is going to be a banger match, I feel. 2 minutes remaining here as Red's hub is about to go active in the next 8 seconds. Charger Robotics, that tiny but mighty machine here in the middle of the field, trying to grab on to some fuel. Let's see what they can do. McGuanago going up with that hub now active, grabbing some more fuel. Their partners, Ignition, looking to go up top as well. There it is, shorter shots, but it's working well. Blue with an advantage though, and 10 seconds to get it back. Red's got catch-up work to do. Here's Ignition with more. Up top, McGuanago, 4 seconds. Let's see what they got. A volley from them as Blue's hub now going active. Check it out, human players, robots, all 3 of them going up high into that hub. 1 point apiece. They're about to crest 100 fuel. Here it is, 100 out of your Blue Alliance, and there's still 10 seconds left in this activation period. Core 2062, long-range shots. Their partners up close, Arsenal of Engineering. Slow but steady. Now it's Red's turn answering back. 76 to 143 with 50 seconds to play. It's going to be close here as Core collecting more fuel, stealing some from your Red Alliance side of the field while their hub is inactive. 62-23 for Blue, also grabbing fuel from the middle of the field. Both hubs about to go active, and check that out. They're primed for it. Core already launching. Fear, nothing to be afraid of there. They're going up top in the hub. Their partners on the way as well. Arsenal of Engineering with a loaded hopper up top for them in these final 17 seconds. 175 to 114. No one looking to ascend just yet. It's all fuel coming out of your Red and Blue Alliances. Final 5 seconds. Blue's gone up top past 200 fuel. 218. If that holds, that may be the high score.
We are ready for qualification 8. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification match 8 underway here. We have a flurry of shots coming from the Red Alliance human players as their robots get into position. 8531 throws a volley of their own, and an absolute hail of fuel coming from the Blue Alliance robots of 4786 and 1732. 1732 making their way into the center, reloading that hopper as Autonomous comes to an end with a Blue Alliance lead of 51 to 24. Moving into the teleop period, 1732's unloading their hopper as we transition into the first Red Alliance phase of the match. 2202 moves into position with a very full hopper, looking to put that fuel up into the hub. Few misfires, followed by a few makes, looking good from the Red Alliance. On the Blue Alliance, 930 is raining fuel back into their Alliance zone. That'll be useful once the period shifts back to Blue Alliance active period, which it just does. 1732 and 930 absolutely raining fuel into their hub. Both robots shooting very quickly and scoring very, very many fuel. Another volley from the Blue Alliance as we've got 5 seconds left in that Blue Alliance period. We've got Red Alliance robots starting to line up as the Red Alliance hub goes active. 2202 shooting 2 fuel at a time into that hopper, trying to make up that difference. 8531 looking like they might be having some trouble, and they're back alive. 2202 Beast Robotics continuing to pop fuel into that hub as the Blue Alliance hub comes active again. All 3 robots absolutely lighting up that Blue Alliance hub with a constant stream of fuel from 930 47-86 and 17-32. Working very well as an alliance together. Multiple volleys, scoring a large number of fuel into that hub. As we enter the endgame period, 25 seconds left in the match. Both hubs are active as the Red Alliance is looking to try to overcome that deficit. We're currently at 301-71, favoring the Blue Alliance. We might have a high score match of our initial Lakeland District event. 9:30, firing a stream of fuel into the hub. We're at 2.
We've got the thumbs up. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification match 13 underway. Human players scoring, and so are your Red Alliance robots. That's the Hex Hounds and McGuanago both going up. McGuanago on the bump, pumping some shots in. Now it's the Blue Alliance's turn. More human player shots coming out. Ignition looks like they're ready to go. 5 seconds though, and Red's gonna have the advantage coming out of Autonomous. With that advantage, that means your blue hub is going to stay active for the next 35 seconds. And they are ready to score. Check that out. Team 1091, Oriole Assault, going up with a volley. Their partners, Ignition, looking to ignite the way here, trying to score some fuel of their own, while McGuanago for Red in the downtime, passing to their alliance zone. That robot Cyclone sure is moving like it. They're going up and schmoving and grooving, while their partners working to collect fuel from the Blue Alliance zone here. The Red hub about to go active in a second here. There it is. Lined up, but now facing the defense of Oriole Assault, trying to get in the way of those Red Alliance robots working to score fuel. McGuanago definitely slowed down by it, and Blue's taking the lead because of it. Beast on their way to help save the day as McGuanago cannot seem to line up here. There they go, though, up and in, taking that advantage just by a few points as their hub deactivates. Now it's Blue's turn. Some human player shots going in. Ignition going up slow and steady, wins the fuel race, and those hub are headed into that Blue Alliance hub that's still active. McGuanago continuing this passing strategy. Beast now playing the defense and hounding that Ignition machine, but they're not slowing down anytime soon. McGuanago over the hub. Hex Hounds, unusually inactive, but maybe now's their time as the Red hub activates. McGuanago going up, getting pushed and shoved by Oriole as they empty their hopper. Still the advantage though, but it's slim, just 14 fuel, the difference in this final activation period. McGuanago going up with some more here. 7 seconds before we hear that endgame buzzer. Ignition, first time we see a full hopper from them. This could be what they need as Red starts to take an advantage here. McGuanago is bumped. They're beached on that bump, trying to get out. Beast is still in the Blue Alliance zone, and they're going to help out. There it is, pushing some cooperation as McGuanago heads straight back over that bump. 13 seconds. Blue is scoring a lot of fuel here, trying to catch up. And up top goes 1091 Oriole Assault with a level 1 climb. McGuanago with another. Beast is on level 1 for Red. Double climbs.
This match begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification match 19 underway here at the inaugural Lakeland District event. 9:30 fires off a volley back towards the center. They must have thought they were closer to their hub. The Red Alliance human players are making it rain from their side of the field. As we approach the end of Autonomous, we have a slight red lead. That'll give them a slight advantage as the second hub activation period. As we move into this transition period, we have 4 robots in the middle of the field, all collecting fuel from that neutral zone. 9:30 launches another volley of fuel back up into that hub, further extending Red's lead up to 28 points. Arsenal of Engineering also trying to collect fuel from this neutral zone. It looks like their hopper might have a little bit of damage. Hopefully they can continue to collect and score fuel. We've got 10 seconds left in this activation period for the Blue Alliance. 2506 threw up some fuel into that hub. Their human players also following back. It's a really tight match here as another volley comes from the Red Alliance from both Arsenal of Engineering and the McGuanago Bears. 1714 also with a hopper full of fuel, adding to that red total as an absolute hailstorm of fuel attacks that red hub. 5 seconds left in this Red Alliance period As we transition back to the Blue Alliance, we've got one blue robot in their Alliance zone. That's 2506 Saber Robotics, making it rain into the hub. Human players on the Blue Alliance supporting their robots as they continue to collect fuel during this activation period. They've got 10 seconds until that hub switches back over to red. Back on the Red Alliance side, their hub is active, and they are pre-shooting balls so they can get those in the hub as soon as possible. 9:30, unleashing an absolute torrent of fuel supported by 6223 Arsenal of Engineering. The Mugwanago Bears go back and collect fuel from their human player and unleash yet another stream of balls up into that upper hub. Now we're approaching the end game period. Both hubs are active. We've got fuel flying on both sides of the field. 2506, 930, 1714 in the middle of the field trying to collect fuel from the neutral zone. 930 continuing to absolutely hammer that high hub on the red side. We've got a 220 to 93 lead with 10 seconds to go within the match. No one approaching climbing. We've got all fuel.
Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification 28 kicks off. Those human player shots we know and love are out, but here come the robots. UPS has some shots. Mugwanago maybe a little off there with their aim, but they got the spirit. Their partners working with them. That's 6421 Warrior Bots to pop some shots into their hub. Red, though, with the advantage coming out of Autonomous. Drivers are picking up the controls, and now it's 17-11, just 6 shots the difference, but that means Blue's hub is going to be active here, and they're going to need to be ready to use it. Mugwanago, a torrent of shots, not quite able, a little too much oomph on it. Ferrodermis, though, and their partners, Warrior Bots, able to pick up the slack as Mugwanago heads back. For Red, they're just focused on grabbing all of these fuel. There goes Mugwanago a little better this time. As 2 minutes hit this match, we're about to see a red hub go active here, and Tobor's ready. Look at how full that hopper is as they head into activation. They're lined up and ready. Let's see what they got. Check it out. Team Tobor and the red bumpers, their partners sliding in. UPS, Tobor. Finally, those shots come out, and they're ringing true. That volley of fuel headed straight to that Red Alliance hub, trying to come back here. Blue with about a 20-point advantage currently. Mugwanago and Ferrodermis both trying to just move that fuel over into their Alliance area as their hub goes active here at the 120 mark. Mugwanago, their fuel is up. Their partners look like they're coming in. Warrior Bots grabbing some fuel of their own. Another set from Mugwanago here goes up into the air and is good. As UPS, they're ready. They've got all that fuel in their robot. Team Tobor as well. 5 seconds, and their hub will be active here. More last-second shots from Blue as they crest 100 fuel total scores. They're going to get that guaranteed rank point regardless of the match outcome. Blue Alliance focused on passing, but Tobor ready to score here, lined right in front of the hub. Let's see if they can gear up in time. 38 seconds. Their hub is actually going to be active for the balance of the match, as when we hit the end game, both hubs are active, and that's what Mugwanago's waiting for. That robot Cyclone right next to that 6421 machine. Armadillo going up for some shots. You also see the hook from Armadillo. Maybe we'll see them climb here in the endgame period. On the red side, it doesn't look like anyone's going to climb. It's going to be all fuel for the next 12 seconds. Blue with a commanding lead here, 138, now 140, 150 some in the final seconds of qualification match 28.
2, 1, go!
Qualification match 33 here at the Lakeland District event. We've got fuel flying all over from both alliances. 1675 UPS charges into the middle of the field, getting ready to take some from that neutral zone. Didn't actually grab any. Meanwhile, in the Red Alliance, 1732, the Hilltoppers, full hopper load of fuel. Slight red advantage after Autonomous. We move into teleop period as both hubs go active for the first 10 seconds, followed by a Blue Alliance activation. Hilltoppers on the Red Alliance, loading up their hub before their hub turns off. Over on the Blue Alliance, we've got the Mugwanago Bears with a full hopper full of fuel, moving to their side of the field. supported by their partners UPS 1675. Everyone lining up for shots. Human players making shots. Meanwhile, 6318 trying to prevent the Blue Alliance from making those shots, playing some defense on UPS. Back on the red side of the field, already ready to go. Both Robo Riot and Hilltoppers unloading into that hopper. A massive volley from both teams, making a huge dent in their score, already surpassing 100 points. That's going to be a ranking point regardless of how this match turns out. And the volley of fuel from the Red Alliance just does not stop. A constant stream of fuel from those red robots, pushing their score all the way to 153. Nearly a 100-point lead over the Blue Alliance. Let's see if the Blue Alliance has anything in their bag to stop them. UPS throws a couple up into the hopper hub, followed by their partners 930 and 8531, trying to help their partners by shuttling fuel back into their zone. Red Alliance, fuel just raining from multiple robots, all the human players firing fuel, all the robots firing fuel. It is an absolute torrent of fuel making its way into that red hopper. That Red Alliance has now surpassed 200 points. 30 seconds left in the match. Both hubs are going to turn on. Let's see if the Blue Alliance has anything left to compete with this massive score put up by the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance has surpassed 100 points. That's going to get them a ranking point as well. We've got 15 seconds left in this match. We've got more fuel flying from both sides of the field. Hilltoppers emptying their hopper. UPS 930 emptying their hoppers. It's a torrent of activity on both sides of the field. Looks like 34
behind the line. This match begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification match 38 underway at this Lakeland District event. We've got competition in the middle right away between 930 and 3197 over those neutral zone fuel. That's going to be a big contributor to the final of this autonomous period. Human players from both sides trying to contribute everything they can. This is down to the wire. 36-35 at the end of autonomous period. And we've got a very tight match on our hands. 930 moves into the neutral zone to collect some additional fuel as we transition to the first Red Alliance period. 2506, that's Saber Robotics, now lines up. They look like they might be facing the wrong way. They get that corrected and line up with their partners, Robo Riot, right in front of that Red Alliance hub. Robo Riot very efficiently scoring from that point-blank position, keeping that Red Alliance, pulling that Red Alliance even as their time comes to an end, as the Blue Alliance immediately launches a volley of fuel from all sides. Human players, robots working together to add to this score. Hexhounds deep in the corner, taking long shots into that hub, continuing to pepper and add points to their score. 78 points for this Blue Alliance, rapidly approaching that 100-point threshold as we transition back to the red offensive period. Saber Robotics fully unloading their hopper right as that period ends to draw that Red Alliance closer to the Blue Alliance. Only 10 points separate these alliances at this point. We are really, really close. Both 930 Maguanago Bears and Saber Robotics unload another. They've taken a 20-point lead as we transition back to the Blue Alliance. Turbiniters hoarding those fuel over into their alliance zone to support Hexhounds as they try to bridge this 20-point gap. Hexhounds look like their shooter might be having a little problem. They're shooting a little low for where they want to be. Let's see if they can get that corrected. Graffiti might be stuck under the trench, and it looks like they may have just gotten shut off. That is unfortunate for Graffiti. As we move over to the Red Alliance zone, we see 930 peppering another volley of shots into that hub as both hubs are now active in the last 30 seconds. 10 seconds remaining. We've got 120 to 87 lead for the Red Alliance. We've got one red robot with hooks up looking to possibly climb as
Number 42 starting in 3, 2, 1, go!
big match here. We have More Robotics, currently ranked number 6 on your Red Alliance, and McGuanago, currently ranked number 7 for Blue. McGuanago, a little collision with More there, and it looks like they may be beached on some fuel, but Red, they're ready to go. Check out all the fuel headed into that hub on your Red Alliance. Buzzer sounds, they're up to 38, 39, 40 now as drivers take the controls. Here comes McGuanago, launching fuel to their side, getting ready. They're going to have this hub active for a while, and McGuanago knows they'll need a lot of fuel. Their partners, Graffiti, looking to go totally tube-tastic here, push all the fuel to their side of the field as McGuanago lines up for some shots. There it is up high. Their partners, Laser Robotics, lining up right next to him, ready to score. Red still with the advantage, and More trying to collect some more fuel before their hub goes active here in these next 3 seconds. There it is. It's an active Red hub, and we've got one robot scoring. Red Raider, they're going up, and they're starting to score in it. Check it out. More fuel from More, living up to their name as their partner, now just playing defense. That's the Terminators machine, Lil Jess over there on the blue side of the field, trying to shut down the Blue Alliance. Their hub's about to go active here. There it is. McGuanago popping a volley up top. Graffiti looks like they want to do the same. Laser trying to get over the bump and do likewise as human players start to get some fuel out there. McGuanago goes up with another volley of fuel. Your Red Alliance machines all just focused on collecting the fuel here in this last minute of the match, and it's working so far. They're up to 111 total fuel and an advantage 128 and counting to Blue's 68. We're in the last exclusive period of Hub Madness here, as Red's Hub's going to be active for the rest of the match, going on into the end game period in just a few seconds. More looking for another hopper. McGuanago looking for some more fuel. The entire Blue Alliance looking for more fuel as their hub activates and that end game buzzer sounds. Laser going up. McGuanago trying to line up close and grab another set of fuel. They got it. More looking to grab some more here as they head back under the trench next to their partners, Red Raider Robotics. Fuel on fuel on fuel on fuel. It's Fuel City over here for both alliances. Blue now guaranteeing a rank point, crossing that 100-point threshold. Final seconds.
Qualification match 46, drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
Our penultimate match of the inaugural Lakeland Regional is underway. Blue Alliance starting strong with a flurry of fuel up into that Red Alliance. We've got a collision midfield between 930 and 2062 trying to collect that sea of fuel in the middle of the field during autonomous. Meanwhile, Team Tobor, 2 balls at a time, making it into that hub, keeping the Red Alliance very close. Slight Blue Alliance lead as we move into autonomous transition period. 10 seconds where both of these hubs are active. No teams appearing to make use of that at the moment. Red trying to set up for their next alliance period, which starts right now. Team Tobor, 2 balls at a time, supporting 930, all into the upper hub, taking the lead from Blue after that strong autonomous period. 930 collects another hopper full, puts into place, and unleashes that stream of balls into that hub. We are cresting 70, 80 points already for the Red Alliance, a strong period. Blue Alliance coming back. No robots appear to be in position right away, but Core is making me a fool of me right quick and putting that fuel into the hopper. They're trying to bridge a 30-point gap right now. Core is in position, but 8847, Milwaukee Cyber Cheese trying to deny that fuel from making it in. Back to the Red Alliance, already set up. Team Tobor and the McGuanago Bears trying to extend their lead. They're approaching that 100-point threshold where they'll get an extra ranking point. Back to the middle of the field goes McGuanago while Team Tobor continues to place fuel into that upper hub. 3 seconds left and we're transitioning back to the Blue Alliance. Looks like we've got a little trouble on the Blue Alliance with Team Graffiti possibly beached on the bump. That's not stopping Core from unloading their hopper into the hub to try to bridge this ever-decreasing gap of 20 points to the Red Alliance. Another solid salvo from Core 2062, bringing it within 5. Now, as we enter the last 30 seconds, we see the Red Alliance team, the Ripon Robotics, putting that fuel into that upper hub. It's a close match. Only 10 points separate these two teams. It's still anyone's match. I see no one going to climb at this point, so it's going to be all fuel and down to the wire. The Red Alliance seems to have pulled into the lead right at the last minute with a salvo from
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
Qualification 53 kicks off. Human players in action and a flurry of fuel from 9:30 for blue. Check it out, though. Red's not going to be outdone. More fuel flying from those human players, and Badgerbots trying to collect some more as 9:30 beached on some fuel. Let's see. Their partner's going to help them out, and that fuel goes straight to the hub, giving them that advantage, 40-13 coming out of Autonomous. Drivers now at the helms, and 9:30 stuck again on that fuel. A robot traffic jam as 9:30 just floating on that fuel, smooth and steady, while their partners, Tobor and Badgerbots, are working over those bumps under those trenches, and the Red Alliance is starting to get in on the fun. Sun Prairie launching some shots. Trial and Terror trying to claw it back here, 15-5. A volley in the air as 9:30 starts passing to their teammates. Their hub about to go active in 5 seconds here, and they head on over. Check this out from the Blue Alliance. Fuel-tastic, bombastic. It's a Fuelapalooza for the Blue Alliance, bumping them over 120-some fuel here with 1.5 minutes to play. Even more from Badgerbots. Sun Prairie wants a little fun, though. Bonking 9:30 there as Team Tobor lines up for some undefended shots. Badgerbots from long range as well as their hub about to deactivate. 181 fuel in their hub. They might be looking for the ranking point as we see fuel flying from the human players as well as the 2077 laser machine. Laser sharp there, and that intake moving back and forth. It don't lie. They're working on collecting fuel as the Blue Alliance does the same, just shuffling it over to their side of the field where they're about to see an active hub in the next couple seconds. 55 seconds, that blue hub is on for the rest of the match. It is Fuel Town here as 9:30, Badgerbots and Tobor all look to the sky with that fuel. They are piling it on up to 265 here in this match. Badgerbots, some nice short shots. 9:30 up high with their fuel, a little too long there. 30 seconds, it is the end game. Let's see what they can do. Middle of the field, traffic jam here. Tobor bonking into Sun Prairie. Trial and Terror, look how much fuel they have. This may be what they need to level this score here. Trying to line up. That fuel goes just a little short there with their shot. Some of it making in now. Laser Robotics getting in on that fun too. The Blue Alliance crossing 300 fuel here in this match. Some last second shots from 9.
Match 61, driver behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
As this match gets underway, we've got fuel flying on both sides of the field. Human players from the Blue Alliance, robots on the Red Alliance. The human players dump a full load of fuel into that Ripon robot as they line up, trying to make good use of this autonomous, shooting 2 fuel at a time. Meanwhile, on the blue side, the McGuanago Bears are trying to do everything they can to keep that Blue Alliance in the lead, which they do, 42-31 at the end of Autonomous. Moving into that teleop period, the rookies 10-4-30, they're Solar Chill. They're moving to that center of the field. It's a melee in the center of the field. 5 robots trying to do everything they can to collect those robots as we move into a red hub activation period. Ripon Robotics, 2 fuel at a time, using that double wide shooter to try to efficiently score into that upper hub. Meanwhile, in the center of the field, we have violent collisions among multiple robots doing everything they can to prevent their opponents from successfully collecting that fuel. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance side, 9:30 McGuanago Bears raining fuel into that hub rapidly with that Cyclone machine. And another unleashing of that fuel from both 6381 and 9:30 into that blue hub. They are now up with the Blue Alliance 95-58. Red Alliance Hub now active. Ripon and their human players already ready to go with 2 of their Alliance mates, FE Freedom Engineers and 9149 moving fuel into that hub to support that Alliance. 9149, that's the RoboCats. They're trying to play some counter defense on the rookies. 1043 trying to clear their Alliance partners Ripon to have a free shot at that fuel. 930 already ready to go as that blue Alliance hub activates. They're collecting fuel in the corner, trying to make best use of this time. Looking like they might have a little jam in their intake, trying to do everything they can to make efficient use of this time. They've already crested 120 points as that Blue Alliance and earned that bonus fuel ranking point. As we move into the end game period, all hubs are active. We've got fuel flying from the Red Alliance human players and Ripon Robotics machine, all contributing to that Red Alliance score. They have brought it within 20 points. It's going to come right down to the wire here in the last 10 seconds of match 61 here at the Lakeland District event. 4 seconds left as fuel continues to fly as we conclude.
Got the thumbs up. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Our penultimate qualification match here at the Lakeland District event, and these teams are moving. Laser Robotics for Red, trying to pop some up top in the hub. For your Blue Alliance, it's Mugwanago 930 sending a volley in for Blue, bumping their score up to 25-26. Looks like Blue's going to win autonomous here and take the advantage in the activation periods. All 6 robots moving and grooving now. Illumabody headed to the center of the field. 2 big hopper robots there, Mugwanago and Illumabody. Blue trying to take advantage of these couple seconds they're active, but now facing the defense of Sparta. Red, Illumabody, their robot is coming together, launching that fuel into the hub as they skirt around looking for even more. Mugwanago is passing to their side of the field, actually landing some in their opponent robot. Their hub about to go active in 3 seconds here. They have an advantage 41-16 as Mugwanago and Sun Prairie both send volleys into that upper hub of the Blue Alliance. They're up to 80-some fuel now with 1:30 to play in this match. Mugwanago another set of fuel in their robot as they now get bashed by this Sparta machine. Great work defending that bot there with 1:23 to play. Red's hub about to go active, and Illumabody knows it. Check this out. That big red robot just pouring fuel into that high hub for the Red Alliance. As Mugwanago sends more over to their side of the field, Sun Prairie focused on pushing and bulldozing this fuel over. In the last 5 seconds of this red activation period, Mugwanago heads over to score some of their own. A volley coming out from them here with 1:52 to play, or sorry, excuse me, just 52 seconds to play. They're up to 130-some fuel, so they'll get the rank point regardless. Red at 27 points total. Another volley coming out of Mugwanago here as we hit the 40-second mark in this match. 164 fuel for the Blue Alliance. Mugwanago sending another flurry. Sun Prairie and RoboCats getting in on the fun too. They're up to 176 points. Illumabody trying to come back for Red. Their hub's active and they want to make it full. They're grabbing those fuel staged on their side. Mugwanago trying to get one more volley. Sun Prairie trying to play counter defense for this Mugwanago machine. Illumabody with a volley. Laser looks like they're stuck on the bump. A little too much bumpage there in the final 4 seconds of qualification match 65.
Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Playoff match number 3, Alliance number 2 in red, Alliance number 7 in blue. And quickly, we see your Blue Alliance off to a hot start. Check out all the fuel going in there. For your Red Alliance, it's more robotics, the first pick, popping them up top into their hub in these final 6 seconds. Up to about 40 here. Your Blue Alliance, though, getting 9 of their own. But that does mean that Red will have the control here in autonomous, and that cycle will favor them. 2 red robots in the middle of the field. Terminators quickly just dispersing those fuel, moving them to the Red Alliance side where we see an onslaught from the 2 Red Alliance machines. Blue still collecting fuel for their active period while the Red Alliance is funneling it to their side. Here comes the first full hopper, and it's going to be Arsenal of Engineering now facing the defense of Terminators. Their partners, Tobor, trying to help them out, but it seems that Terminators might be getting the job done here as they're bumping and crashing here on the blue side of the field. Meanwhile, Hub's active, 930, they're moving that robot like a cyclone as fuel goes flying into the air and into that hub. They're past 100 points here for your Red Alliance. More looking for even more. Up top goes 930 McGuanago Bears, but now they're contending with Charger Robotics all weekend long. We've seen them doing this, just getting in the way, and it's working especially well against this tall McGuanago machine that can't go through the trench. Blue Hub now active, and we see some scores coming out. Check out Tobor now facing that defense. They know who's scoring, but Arsenal may be on their way to doing so as well. Trying to push and shove with Terminators, lining up against that hub. Let's see what they can do here with that turreted machine. Red's hub goes active though, and they're up to 160 some. 165 to 35 with 47 seconds remaining. More shots coming out from the human players. Most of these robots on that side of the field, Tobor, Charger, all just trying to shut down McGuanago and more, who are just piling that fuel into one hungry hub with 30 seconds to play. 200 fuel in that hub as the blue hub goes active, and look who's undefended. It's Team Tobor going up top into the hub with their fuel. Human players piling on. McGuanago, more for Red, trying to extend this lead. 13 seconds, Blue's up to 50 some points. Two robots in the middle trying to fight it out here in the final 7 seconds of this match. Red with the lead, Blue popping some last shots in as we hear the buzzer.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
Our final match of round number 2, Alliance 2 versus 3, the middle. Whoa, look at that. 4 robots all headed there, and now your Blue Alliance, an absolute cavalcade of fuel, but here comes Red. Whoa, we got a banger on our hands. Check that out. Both alliances above 40 fuel, 50 fuel, but your Red Alliance coming out on top, 69 to 110. Blue score quickly jumping there in the autonomous period. They've got an advantage, but your Red Alliance has the activation period advantage. So Blue is going to need to now start scoring in this hub, but now facing the Terminators defense is that core machine. Red Alliance passing, but it's defense out of Red Raider Robotics as the Hex Hounds go for more. They're being defended. Core trying to get over the bump, but they look stuck. They are going to need to get out of that position there if they want to score, but now flipping activation. It's the Red Alliance coming in. An onslaught of fuel into that hub is closing this gap, 104 to 122. Fuel flying everywhere. It is a fuel mania here on the Red side of the field, and they take the lead, 134 to 122. Going up is more fuel from that St. Thomas More team in the red bumpers. Now it's Terminators getting in the way of Core, trying to push them out, but Core able to evade the defense and score even so, keeping the Blue Alliance in it. Another flurry from your Red Alliance from 930 McGuanago as more, they appear to be stuck on the field in the middle. Defense again coming out from the Terminators as that blue hub deactivates. It's going to be one-on-one play here. McGuanago with some fuel going up, but now it's Hex Hounds getting in their way, pushing them over the bump. They're getting bump defended here. McGuanago can't do anything about it. They're just stuck. Let's see what they can do. Nothing doing. The Hex Hounds are dogging them, pushing, but Moore's back as the hub activates here. 3 more seconds on this red hub activation, and both hubs are active. Core over on their side of the field. They're alone going solo. The human players helping them out. Your Red Alliance with an advantage though. McGuanago, that robot's got fuel, that robot's got class. And the Blue Alliance, it's Red Raider getting in their way as more fuel goes up from them. Their partners as well, 8 seconds. Core stuck under the trench, 2:18. The Red Alliance has the lead as we hear the buzzer in the up.
4 match 11, drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
Alliance 1 and Alliance 2, only 2 undefeated alliances left, and these are them. They're both looking for a spot in the finals. A flurry of fuel from Red, a flurry from Blue now matching them, but Red is ahead and they've got more to say. Hilltoppers and Badgerbots both going up again as more in the middle as Autonomous closes. 83 fuel for your Red Alliance. They're going to win Autonomous, and Blue's going to be on the back foot here in the activated periods. Their hub going to stay active for a while. McGuanago filling up for a round of fuel as quickly the Warrior Bots move into place, trying to stop more robotics on this Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, for Red, it's the Terminators trying to lock them down. Nobody except them in that Red Alliance area. They're trying to stop them from getting into position as their hub is just about to activate. They're choosing to focus on 1306 as the robot without the activating self-correcting turret, but it seems to make no difference here as Alliance number 1 shoots over 180 some fuel into their hub. It is absolutely a volley coming in from the Hilltoppers. Their partners right behind in these final 5 seconds of activation. But here comes Blue. Check it out. McGuanago, Moore, both moving into position, launching a steady stream of fuel up into the hub of that Blue Alliance, while the Red Alliance moves all of that fuel over to their side of the field. That robot Gimli from the Alliance captain's Badgerbots, full of fuel as McGuanago goes up for another. Moore looking to live up to their name in an inactive hub, but guess whose hub is active now? It's the Red Alliance, and they've just crossed 300 fuel with 46 seconds to play. Terminators trying to get in the way, but not doing much here in the final 40 seconds. McGuanago facing stiff defense from Muskego in the red bumpers. Muskego trying to fit under that trench as Moore and McGuanago into the air. Watch that fuel fly for the Blue Alliance. Red, though, not to be outdone. Here's the Hilltoppers and Badgerbots, both launching a steady stream, an absolute overload of the hub. These hungry hubs love their fuel, and they're going to get a whole lot more of it in the next 7 seconds. Up past 400 some points. If that holds, that's a new high score for the event on your
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And we're underway here in match 13 in the lower bracket. Winner goes to the finals, loser goes home. All on the line. We've got fuel flying in the first few seconds of this match. Both of these alliances leaving it all on the field and absolutely hammering these hubs with fuel in this autonomous period. 17-14 more robotics back in the middle of the field, reloading their hopper after the Red Alliance. After the Blue Alliance takes that autonomous period 57-49. Now we are in the teleop period. Fuel hub still active for both teams. 9:30, Monaco Bears appear to be beached on that bump. Hopefully one of their alliance members can help them out. 17-14 comes to their rescue. Blue Alliance hub now active, but no Blue Alliance robots are over there to take advantage of it. They're being defended. Hexhounds says, enough of that. We're going to start scoring ourselves, putting up a solid stream of balls into that Blue Alliance hub. Continuing to extend the Blue Alliance's lead, up to 80 points scored for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance hub comes active. 17-14 trying to get into position, being bullied by Red Raider Robotics. McGuanago Bears contributing a few fuel of their own as 17-14 more robotics unloads their load into that upper hub. Full load for McGuanago as well as they unload their hopper into that hub. Blue Alliance back active, already 3197 in core, peppering that hub with a solid stream of fuel from both robots. They want to hold on to this slim lead that they have built. Only 10 points separate these two alliances, and fuel is absolutely flying from that Blue Alliance human player station. They are now 120-98 as we enter this last red activated period. 9:30 getting beached on some fuel, missing a few shots while their partner 17-14 from the corner sinks a few of their own. Only 10 points separate these alliances at this point. This is still anyone's match. An exciting match in the last finals of this lower bracket, competing for a place in the finals. They are all leaving it on the field. 17-14, full hopper of fuel. Both Alliance hubs active in the last 30 seconds. We've got fuel flying from the Hex Hounds. We've got fuel flying from Core. More robotics being bullied by that Red Raider robotic machine, taking their shots from the corner. There's only 5 points separating these two alliances with 13 seconds left in the match. It could come down to the wire. Every last fuel counts. We've got 5 seconds left in this match. Hex Hounds go up for the climb. That could be the difference.
Behind the line. In
3, 2, 1, go!
We're here in the first ever Wisconsin District Event Finals at Plymouth, and here comes the fuel. Check it out, already over the bump. Got the fuel and into the hub. It's the Red Alliance. The Blue Alliance doing much the same, more robotics up top with their fuel. McGuanago beached on the bump. It's an absolute slaughter there of fuel into the hub by the Red Alliance. 97 points. Alliance number 1 on top after autonomous period. 9:30. That intake working on getting it out there as their partners, more robotics, now in position to strike on an active hub, but having to deal with some defense from the Warrior Bots machine, and Badger Bots already moving that fuel over to their Alliance's side. McGuanago, turrets spinning, but they're beached, now just playing defense on that Warrior Bots machine, some counter defense. There's 5 robots on this side of the field, but still Badger Bots doesn't care. They're gonna pop all of that in there. Look at all of that fuel from the Hilltoppers. Their partners still just defending in the middle of the field. McGuanago just trying to cause a havoc. It looks like something's up with their intake, but the fuel is there. It's bump-tastic, it's fuel-tastic, it's hub-tacular there for the Red Alliance, who's about to go inactive, and now it's Blue's turn. Let's see what they can do. No one over there right now except that Red Alliance defender, Warrior Bots out of Muskego. Hilltoppers in the middle of the field trying to collect more, trying to shut them down, but that robot Mort just loves King Fulian too much. He's grabbing so much fuel, and he's headed straight to the hub with it. There they go, up and in the Hilltoppers go. Badger Bots being chased down by more over the bump. Badger Bots under the trench, and nothing's slowing them down. They're up to 270 with 43 seconds to play. Your Blue Alliance has not scored at fuel for a while now. Perhaps some mechanical issues as Badger Bots another volley into that upper hub as we hear the end game sound. Both hubs active. There's some human player shots out of Blue Alliance number 2, bumping their score up to 33, but it's a pretty big gap here. Alliance number 1, more fuel in their hub at 15 seconds and 300 some points to boot. 10 seconds left. No one headed for the end game just yet. Terminator's the closest one there for Blue, and it's Badger Bots. One last volley as we hear the buzzer in finals match number 1.
In 3, 2,
1, go!
And we're off finals match number 2 at the Lakewood District event. This could be the last match of the afternoon, where Blue Alliance is looking to extend into match 3 and the rubber match. We've got fuel flying all over the field on both of these alliances, working their very hardest to try to extend this day. Red Alliance coming out of that autonomous period with a 50-point lead. 13:06 Badger Bots already into the middle of the field reloading. Hilltoppers unloading their hopper as well in this 10-second transition period, trying to extend their lead before that blue hub turns on. That blue hub illuminates, and 9:30 the McGuanago Bears with their partners 17-14 more robotics trying to cut into this steep Red Alliance lead, and they're doing an outstanding job of that, hitting up to 75 points for that Blue Alliance. Human players now getting into the action, doing everything they can. Red Alliance hub activates. Badger Bots and Hilltoppers already ready, hammering that hub, every last fuel sinking. now up to 174 points for that alliance, while their third alliance member, 87-1 Graffiti, continues to feed balls back into that alliance zone. Those feed back into the middle of the field after scored. Every single fuel will count. Blue Alliance hammering back. Now over 100 points of their own. More robotics with a hopper full of fuel unloading. McGuanago Bears supporting as well. It is a constant stream of fuel for this Blue Alliance. They've pulled within 100 points of that Red Alliance, doing everything they can to hit that Finals Match 3, the rubber match. Red Alliance hub illuminates, and it's already full of fuel from the Hilltoppers, from Badgerbots. Both of these robots working very efficiently as a team, with their third robot, Graffiti, feeding them balls very consistently, keeping them out of that Blue Alliance possession. They're trying to hold on to that lead as that Alliance 1 crests 300 points in this match. It's going to be a tight one as we come down into the last 30 seconds, 150 to 329. Let's see if the Blue Alliance has anything left. They're going to give it their all. Nothing left to live. 350 now for the Red Alliance. Balls flying, red and blue sides of the field. Blue Alliance, one last salvo, 15 seconds left. They're doing everything they can to catch up. Red Alliance will have none of it. They're going to do their best, even under the defense from that third blue robot, 85-31, the Terminators.